Are you focused on something you can control? Hi, I'm Brian Pombo. Welcome back to Brian J. Pombo Live. It's been a while since we've been able to just kind of talk freely about the things that have been going on. It's because I've gone through these 35 headline formulas that we've been discussing. If you're interested in those, you go back and rewatch them. 35 different videos all on this stuff from John Caples having to do with headline formulas and developing those. It's good stuff, but I'm glad I'm done with it and we're moving forward. And I had a lot of great meetings today. I had a meeting with a podcast network. We're in negotiations trying to see if that's going to be a doable thing to be able to work with this podcast network, and I'll tell you more about that if we end up moving forward with it. Another meeting I had was with a close friend who's looking to grow his both him and his wife have a business that they're looking to grow, and that was a lot of fun. Really interesting to see their perspective and their history, and trying to see if there's anything I can do to help. I always go into business meetings with the concept of whether I can actually help or not, and most of the time I don't know until I'm sitting down and seeing what the expectations are and then going from there. I don't know if you relate with that. I try not to make any promises until I know what the expectations are. And today's talk has a lot to do with expectations, because I want to talk with you about the third meeting I had, which was a meeting with a large group of people that are involved politically here locally. And there is a lot of concern that people get. And it's not just politics, this is everything. This is your business, this is everything you do. People will get focused on things they have no control over. Are you that way? Do you find yourself working and thinking and getting obsessed with something, and then hopefully you come to the realization that you don't have any control over it? Are you okay with that? I mean, we're all, if you're an entrepreneur of any sort, you're going to have a little bit of a control freak nature to you. You know, that's part of being in control of your own business, being self-employed or what have you. But there's also a point where you have to be willing to step back and say, okay, can I control this situation or not? And if not, why the heck am I focusing on it? And it could be little minor things within your business, or it could be major worldwide things, national things that you can get real obsessed with and follow the news and do this and do that. But in the end, if you don't have any input into it, or if your input is so minor that you have zero control over the situation, then you have to ask yourself, why am I doing it? You know, is that really where my focus should be? And I found a lot of people get caught up. It's easy to see in politics because it's all national drama and news and stuff. And I attempt to refocus people when I can see it. When I can see it myself, because I find myself in the same situation. I get caught up in that stuff. But I try and catch it early, and then I try to show other people, hey, you don't have control over it. If you can't control it, where are we going? What's next? What are we doing? Focus on what you can control, because that's what life is really all about in the end. If you're going to really make a difference, you have to know what you can make a difference in and what you can't. I'm not saying shut yourself off from everything you can't control, not at all. I'm saying don't focus on it. Don't make it your life goal or something that you put a lot of energy into, because it's wasted energy. It doesn't go anywhere. If it does go anywhere, it's minor. And I'm not talking about the power of prayer or anything like that. That's something different. But I'm talking about your physical energy, your spiritual intent, if you will. Don't put a lot of time and energy into things that you can't control. Not that they don't matter. There's lots of things that matter, that have a direct impact on you, that have control over you. But you can't control it back. And you got to be willing to accept that, step back from it, realize you can't do anything about it, or at least at this time you can't do anything about it. In these circumstances, you can't do anything about it. Back up and focus on what you can control. What can you change? What can you do? Because you're the only one you can actually control in the end anyways. And of course, you've got influence. You've got influence over people. You may have employees. You may have, you know, associates and so forth. But know what you can control and what you can't. Simple concept, simple idea for tonight. I don't want to get too heavy, especially during the holidays. We'll try and keep it as light as possible. We got more good stuff as we go along, so we'll be back here tomorrow night. Come on back. In the meantime, go check out my book, 9 Ways to Amazon Proof Your Business. You can get a free copy at amazonproofbook.com. amazonproofbook.com. You have a great night. We'll be back tomorrow. In the meantime, you get out there and let the magic happen.